Day 62 consistency. Setbacks are breakthroughs. Sometimes it doesn't feel like it, but those challenges, those storms, all those adversities, all the pain, hurt is for a reason. And it's not there to necessarily just set you back, but sometimes it's there to get your focus right. It's there to set and clear a new path for you. And we have to learn that these things are not always just rejection and hurt and pain, but that it's redirection. It's aligning us with our true purpose, our true path, and that sometimes you have to go backwards to go forward. It's like a slingshot. You have to pull it back in order to shoot it forward. And sometimes these challenges that we face and all these shortcomings, the pain, all these things that we think are the end are really just the beginning. And they're really just our launching pad to shoot and send us where we need to go and to propel us into the proper path, the proper future, and our proper purpose. And you got to think, sometimes things that are happening are not happening to us, they're happening for us. So we have to change our mindset as we weather the storms. But the good thing about storms is they clear away. They destroy the old in order to create new life, create new room to build, new room to flourish. And we have to remember that a flower or a seed is going to need rain to blossom. And so will we. We will need some of those dark times, some of that bad weather, some of those storms, the rain, the uncertainty in life just builds our resiliency. It builds us as people. It builds our character. It allows us to grow and learn, because you only learn through pain and failure. And pain and failure is life's, biggest gift. And unfortunately, that gift is given by pain. That's our teacher. That's what allows us to learn and come through and be better. The gym, you're going to have to go through some pain and some tearing of muscle in order to keep growing more muscle. So we just have to come to grips with that, hey, this is just how it's going to be. And that, what is this teaching me? Why is this happening? What is this aligning for me? What is this building for me? What is this allowing to happen? Versus just playing the victim card and thinking that this bad thing happened just because life sucks. And it is hard because sometimes we have to wait days, months, years, even decades to understand why that thing happened. Why did that breakup happen? Why did you get denied into nursing school? Why did why did your house catch on fire? Why were you homeless growing up? Why did a beloved family member die and pass away early? Why did so-and-so get cancer? In the time, it's horrible news, and those losses and that pain, it hurts, and it can hurt for a lifetime, truly. But eventually you'll know why it happened, as long as you stay on your path and your purpose, and you stay and seek understanding of why it happened, because the answer will come eventually. The hard part is that we don't get that answer right away, and we want answers and things to happen in our own time, but that's not how the world works. That's not how life works. We will get it in due time. And it could be years later. It could be like you've already healed from it or got over it before you realize it. And then you have this retrospect of like, man, that's why that happened. And then that's where wisdom comes from. That's where the learning turns into wisdom. And you could be a 50-year-old person and you have more wisdom than an 18-year-old person. And it's not just because of age, because young people can have wisdom too. But through life, you just gain more and more wisdom, and it's because you go through more and more adversities, more and more pain, more and more heartbreaks, more and more failures. And that's truly where the wisdom comes from. And that's why older people on an average have more wisdom than somebody that's younger. And if you have a harder life at a younger age, then you mature faster and you will have more wisdom. You can be 25 years old and have a ton of wisdom, and people will question it. So, it comes from those mistakes and those failures and those hard times. And then the other part of wisdom is coming from learning from other people's failures, because not all learning is going to come from your own shortcomings. It can come from watching your parents fail, from a family member, from a friend, from reading about people in history, and using that as a knowledge base to build your knowledge. So just know that. Don't think that all these things are just happening to you and that the pain that you're facing today is without purpose. Your pain has a purpose, and your desperation today can become somebody else's inspiration tomorrow, because your pain has that purpose to what you overcome today or this year might be meant for something 5 years from now. It could be something for you. It could be something for your kid. It could be for somebody that you need to tell your testimony to in your story, and that helps them. And I think too many times we get into this mode where we start feeling sorry for ourselves, and we fall into like a learned helplessness and just like a woe is me mentality. And the thing is, it's okay to not be okay, but it's not okay to stay that way. So it is okay to cry and have dark times and a day of depression, or even a week of depression. But eventually you have to pull yourself back up. Eventually you have to be a person that still tries. A person that still tries after failures. A person that still tries after loss. A person that still tries after heartbreaks. A person who still tries after getting hurt. A person who still tries after everything gets ripped away from them. A person who tries after they still get told no hundreds and thousands of times. Because it's the power of just to keep going, to keep persevering. The power of one more. Because you never know when you'll strike gold with that one more attempt, that one more call, that one more, just giving it that one more try. And that's the beauty of it, because you never know when your breakthrough is going to be. But know that if you're experiencing the setbacks, you're experiencing the pains, the shortcomings, that there is a breakthrough. And it's on the other side of giving it one more shot and to still continue to press forward. And it will come. It just won't come in your time. So I encourage you to keep this in mind. I encourage you to keep going, to overcome those obstacles, to overcome those setbacks. And I know that your breakthrough is coming soon, and it's coming sooner than you think. And I wish you peace and blessings on the journey.